Time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Roto-Rooter Plumbing and Drain Service, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey, good morning to you on Tuesday. Hope you're moving through the week well. And it's a warm one this week for sure. And sun shines out. So I'm loving it. Sarah's loving it.
I'm loving it always. I am a sunshine, hot weather kind of girl. So, yes.
Me too.
We've had a lot of rain, a lot of storms. Yeah. So cleanup is underway in Monett after a fire at a manufacturing plant there. If it's not one thing, it's another. The fire started in an oven at the Play Power plant in Monett. Fortunately, no one was hurt in the fire, which caused the evacuation of the plant, and work can still be done there. Play Power makes playground equipment.
Okay. Missouri State University is losing longtime athletics director Kyle Moats. Moats is leaving, headed to the university, leaving the university, I should say, the Missouri State University to become AD. I'll get it right. To become AD at Eastern Kentucky University. Okay, is everybody clear on that?
Yes, Kyle Moats is leaving MSU to move to Eastern Kentucky.
That's one way of putting it.
There you go.
One way of putting it. His son works there at Eastern Kentucky as associate AD for compliance and student success. So there's a friendly face already there. Moats has been athletic director at Missouri State for the last 15 years. Prior to that, he worked in the AD office at the University of Kentucky. So he knows Kentucky well. It's a bit of a homecoming for him. So congratulations to Kyle Moats.
All right.
Meanwhile, the basketball Bears continue to put a team together under new/old head coach Conzo Martin. Martin's son Chase is the newest member of the Bears basketball team. He will join his father in his final year of eligibility, transferring from Purdue, Big Ten, where he was a member of the Boilermakers team that finished as national champion runners-up this year. So that's not bad. Chase Martin is a 6'2" guard, so he'll bring some Big Ten experience over to the Bears.
All right. Restaurant is open again. Tony's Place Family Restaurant is serving customers after taking 2 weeks off to help family members following a house explosion that killed 4 family members. One of those who lost their lives in the explosion in Good Hope was Salvador Harrow. He was the brother of the owner of Tony's Place in Nixa. Tony's brother, sister-in-law, and 2 nephews were killed in that blast in Douglas County. Salvador owned a restaurant in Ava as well.
Yeah, sad story there. Today, the Springfield Board of Education for the public schools will consider changes to the district's technology plan, as well as new limits on cell phone use by students. The board will look at how the district uses computers in learning. It will also look at its policy on cell phone use by students during the school day and on campus. Some of the board's members, it seems, would like to see the policy become stricter. So we shall see what they come up with.
All right. $215,000 in grant money is going to support 25 local art groups. The money comes from the Springfield Regional Arts Council, the Community Foundation of the Ozarks, and the Jeanette Musgrave Foundation. The largest grants were for $10,000 each to the American Indian Center, the Boys and Girls Clubs, the Springfield Chamber Chorus, and the Springfield Multicultural Festival.
All right.
Congrats to all of them on getting selected.
Spreading the love around. There were a lot more, too. We now know the Kansas City Chiefs we've known this for a while, that the ownership is considering moving to the Kansas side of the state line out of Missouri. Now the Kansas City Royals said they are also open to that idea of relocating. That after voters in Jackson County said no, an emphatic no, to extending a sales tax by another 40 years to pay for a new stadium for the Royals and renovations for the Chiefs at Arrowhead. Governor Parson, for his part, has said he will do everything he can to keep the team in Missouri. Meanwhile, Kansas lawmakers will talk about incentivizing a move when a special session starts 1 week from today. So it could get interesting.
It could get real interesting. I mean, it's smart of the sports teams to kind of like pit them against each other, I guess, and come up with the best deal. But what a bummer, sort of, right?
Well, that'd be a big deal if they left Missouri. It would be not good for the state.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Well, they'll do what they can to try to keep them, but money talks. That's all that really matters.
Yeah. Springfield Italian restaurant Avanzari has a new location. It is open in the brand new building on South Fremont, south of Battlefield. Avanzari, as you might remember, had been located in the Tower Plaza on South Glenstone, right by Sunshine. It's open from 4:30 to 10 Monday through Saturday. So we've been there before, but it's been a minute.
Well, I drove by the new place just recently, and it is look like it's ready to go. It's an interesting new location. It doesn't get a lot of frontage traffic, but if you know where it is, you'll make it to Avanzari.
Cool. All right, you can bring the family to a catch and release day, a fishing day at Rutledge Wilson Farm Park. They are going to have a stocked pond for the kiddos. So 15 years and younger, you must be accompanied by an adult. You can enjoy the cow train, a bounce house, bring some hot dogs and s'mores to cook out while you're there. But registration is required because there's not space for everybody. So the park board puts this on. Give them a call at Rutledge Wilson Farm Park, 417-837-5949. And the date's Friday, June 14th is the next one. So coming up on Friday. Make your plans now.
And do we have another contest going on, the Father's Day?
Oh, yeah, we do. We still have our contest going on for Father's Day. We told you about it yesterday. And if you have not yet gone to aroundtheozarks.com, do that right now. Get signed up for the Father's Day contest because we'll be drawing a winner. They will get 4 tickets, like a family 4-pack, to a St. Louis Cardinals baseball game against the Chicago Cubs, which is on July 13th. And also a $50 gift card to Habaneros. So
yeah,
good times.
That's a good deal. That's worth winning, I would say. Worth winning. Any father would love that.
Yeah, which is this weekend. So get your name in the drawing now. Aroundtheozarks.com.
Yep.
Easy
All right,
enough.
that'll wrap it up for a Tuesday. Hope you have a fantastic day, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow.
All right, have a good day.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee and Rescue Towing. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday. It is June 11th, and we are in for another nice one here in the Ozarks today. Wasn't yesterday just so lovely? We had nice cooler temperatures. Highs landed in the mid and upper 70s. We're going to be very similar to that today, maybe add a degree or two, but overall conditions will be very nice. We're kicking things off in the upper 50s this morning. It is a nice cool start to the day, perfect to get out before the real heat kicks in later in the afternoon. We will see temperatures kind of slowly warm today. I think by mid-morning, we're back into the 60s, and I'm expecting upper 70s for afternoon highs today. But really lovely conditions, again, are expected across the Ozarks. The difference in the forecast today is that we have a south wind that's returning. Yesterday, we had that north breeze in the forecast. So highs today will be a bit warmer thanks to the south wind. It's nothing that's too strong, about 5 to 10 miles an hour, but overall we are talking more pleasant conditions out the door today. It'll be a great afternoon for outdoor activities. In fact, if you have something that you just have to get done, take advantage of today. I know for many, the yard is still pretty soggy from all the rain that we had over the weekend. In fact, we have these aerial flood advisories that expire at 8 o'clock this morning. There still could be a few places that are a bit waterlogged. Water levels are high if you live near one of our area waterways. And MoDOT was still reporting some issues with water over the road in spots, so still a concern early today. For most, however, the water is receding and we have a stretch of dry days, which will do us some good as we head into this work week's forecast. The weather map across the country today looks pretty settled. I don't have much in the way of really active weather. They are expecting some additional rain chances in Texas today. There's also some very heavy downpours expected in South Florida. Both of those states, though, I've been mentioning the last couple of weeks with the excessive heat. Well, we are going to see a bit of a break with the rain chances for both of those locations. So that's nice news, the bit of a break with the heat. However, it's really heavy rain that's expected for much of Florida. So if you have a vacation planned this week, it is not the best week for that. If you're going to South Florida, the Panhandle looks okay. I do have warmer temperatures that return for us here in the Ozarks later this week, too. That's why I said today's a good day to take advantage of the cooler weather. High temperatures today in the Ozarks in the upper 70s. We could be in the 90s or at least near 90 by the time we get to Friday of this week. And it looks like those 90-degree temperatures are going to hang around for Father's Day weekend. It will be hot. It will be humid. We are talking about heat index values that will likely return to the triple digits as we get closer to the weekend forecast. So some summertime heat on in full force, and the extended charts are showing some very warm weather as well. Today, I'm expecting mostly sunny skies in the Ozarks, a south breeze at 5 to 10 miles an hour, so nothing too windy. High temperatures, about 78 for the high temp in Springfield. There could be some folks that make it to the low 80s today. Overall, pretty comfortable in comparison to the rest of the work week forecast. I have mostly sunny skies in the forecast Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday as well. But high temperatures, they're going to be climbing. We're in the upper 80s on Wednesday and Thursday. 90s are expected in the forecast as we get closer to Friday. By the way, the extended outlook from the Climate Prediction Center for the time period of June 17th through the 23rd, it's looking very warm. We have a big chance for temperatures to be above normal, not only for us here in the Ozarks, but pretty much the entire center part of the country. A big ridge of high pressure is going to move in, and that will allow for really warm temperatures for much of the country as we head into the end of June. Around the country, what we're talking about today, the slight risk for excessive rainfall for parts of the southern tip of Florida today. I mentioned that's part of the heavy rain chance. We also have excessive heat warnings and watches and heat advisories for portions of northern and central California today, much of the southwest getting in on the heat. But as I said, we are getting a bit of a break from the high heat and extreme temperatures for Texas and Florida, with the rain heading to both of those states today. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister Trivia question for the day. Here it is. This is what I asked you yesterday. What is the distance from Earth to the sun? And the options were A, 9 million miles, B, 56 million miles, C, 93 million miles, or D, 101 million miles. All of those are like hard to conceive of. It's so long. But if you knew the answer, or the one that is closest to the correct answer, it is C, 93 million miles. So if that was your guess, congratulations. The distance to the farthest planet, if this had you wondering, this question is nearly 3 billion miles though. So in relation, sun, relatively close when you think about other planets such as Neptune, which is 3 billion miles away, according to NASA. Now you know, distance from the sun to the earth, 93 million miles. Here's the question that I will leave you with for tomorrow. What is the only food that never goes bad? Do you think it is A, white rice, B, honey, C, soy sauce, or D, dried beans? Which one of those never goes bad? You could win $20 to Scooter's Coffee with just a correct guess to that Around the Ozarks Brain Twister trivia question. You can enter over on the website. It's aroundtheozarks.com. Just click on contest. You can enter there. It is free to do so. And thank you to our sponsors, Scooter's Coffee and Rescue Towing, for sponsoring Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. And thank you for listening this morning. I hope you have a fantastic day. It's going to be pretty beautiful weather-wise. High temperature, 78 degrees, mostly sunny skies, and no more rainfall heading our direction for the rest of the work week. Have a great Tuesday.